Alright guys, pa arriba, pa abajo, pa el centro y pa adentro. You know, we had to take a break from the shots because we're going to have some shots on the weekend. All right, guys, this is Mendigas podcast. Welcome back. I'm going to be your host today, and my name is Malin.
Mixie.
Silvana.
Marco.
Armando.
And I'm so glad we got some new people joining us so we can have some guys' opinions up in here.
We have our first men on the podcast.
Let's go.
Let's go.
No, but today's going to be just like pretty fun, pretty interesting. I'm really excited to see where like everyone's been. It's going to be about travel.
Hello, my baby too.
Oh, yes.
No, Dile hola. Okay, no. Cut that part out because he said no.
You guys skipped me on the first time, so I'm not doing it.
Okay, guys. So my first question is, I'd like to know some interesting places that you've traveled and which one has been your favorite.
I can say my least favorite.
Yeah, I know what it is.
We'll get there.
Okay. Mixie go.
I don't know. I feel like I've only traveled to Mexico, really. So, I mean, definitely like the
What
Pueblo, Chihuahua.
Right.
So,
No, he's
my
away.
mom-
He's away.
What you know about Chihuahua?
my mom is from Chihuahua, and actually I went to Durango too, so it was both of them, but definitely Chihuahua because I'm like, I don't know.
You wasn't messing with Durango?
Yeah, not the fam.
Hey, they
But-
really got scorpions there?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, damn.
But it was chill. Like I loved it. Like it's different. Like I don't know. Like everything's different. Like the way you eat, like the way you wash clothes, for sure. Cause I was like, damn, I was
Ooh.
struggling to wash clothes over there.
What's the difference?
And girl, we had to use a whole like, how do you call
by
it? Like
hand.
yeah, and it's like the lavadero. So you were just like there
With the
and-
rock? No.
Yeah, that ass.
No,
Like,
it is.
it is
It is.
rock. And then we just like hanged it, and then it took like days to motherfucking wash.
Depending on the time of day.
Yeah, that too. But it was just.
¿Y si llueve? No. para
Well,
nada.
yeah, literally. If it
No,
rained,
rinse
you
it
had
out.
to get, yeah. It was just. I mean, it was rough. It's beautiful. I like it. Like, you just live. You're stress free. You forget about your bills.
No,
here in the
literally, huh?
US.
It's like a different, I don't know, it does feel, the vibe does feel different when you're in another country.
And
but
just like it's just. I don't know, like how like they're just like in una troca and like all the kids are in the back, like just with the wind blowing in there.
shit.
Like that's like the best. I love that.
that's crazy. You guys are actually getting
And
into
right
some of our
here-
other questions, my
And
other
then,
questions,
like,
so that's
right
good.
here, like we had to use a whole ass car seat. You can't even be in the trunk before they pull your ass over.
Yeah, no, literally.
Safety reasons.
We have to have a car seat and shit over there in Mexico. We don't use no car seat, no seat belts, no nothing.
FTK, Mexico.
Girl, I know. When I was in Mexico, I literally saw a lady get on a motorcycle and she hopped her 4 kids. One lit in the front, like a little baby, a toddler, and like 3 kids just riding on the back with her.
You better
Like,
hold on.
You should go to the fires. They're holding them on the side.
It's insane. And groceries and everything, cada uno con una bolsa.
Listen, they take in one trip and one trip only.
Yeah, they had no choice. My God. The family I knew that did that, they were bringing groceries from the city into their rancho. So it was going to be like a 1 hour
Oh, yeah.
shebang of them
Dang.
carrying their groceries there. Yeah, it's crazy.
Where have you
But-
traveled in the U.S.? Nowhere really? Too
Oh,
much,
the
or-
U.S. I've just gone. Oh my God, I was in
Girl,
Florida.
I was about to say, you know, we've been
forgot.
outside of Kansas. Hello?
Apparently not.
I took you.
We was lit out there.
Well, the girls trip was like the first time that I have actually been out like the state. I guess.
Dang. Okay.
I mean,
Which Florida was fire, so.
yeah, we was lit.
We was in Orlando and Miami.
And
Right?
what was the Cocoa Beach? That's what it's called, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So really pretty.
It's
there.
got, you don't remember the name, right, of the beach we went to?
Girl, no.
Other than
I
didn't we
went
go to
because
beach?
Savannah
Cocoa
planned
Beach,
it
yeah.
and she did everything, and
I
I sent her
know.
the money.
Listen, I'm a travel agent, that's for sure.
Literally, you could be.
And I wasn't driving either, so I was just rolling and sending money.
Using the back seat with all the suitcases, actually.
For real.
I was
For
the
real.
designated driver because I was the oldest one. But, well, that's cool, my love. What about you?
My favorite. I've been to quite a few places in the United States, but I've
MK?
only. Gosh, but I've only been to Mexico outside of the U.S. But this this October I'll be going to across the seas for the first time to Europe, Spain, Italy, and France. So that'll be really exciting. So hopefully those will be my favorite places that I've gone. But probably I love going to Mexico. It's a good time. I didn't go for like 10 years. So when I was younger, I used to go to Veracruz, like Tres Valles. And then now I've been a couple times the last 2 years. And we went to Puebla, which is super pretty there. So I'll probably say that's like my favorite place.
Really?
I like
Puebla
that
has
one.
been your favorite visiting?
Yeah, and the food is fire.
I went to Puebla too. I
Yeah.
just saw the Zócalo though.
Oh yeah, the Zócalo was, but it's nice. and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
Yeah.
really nice there.
And you feel rich when you go to Mexico. When you come from that, for real.
Nah, shit, you already rich,
Oh,
bitch. I
gosh.
can't imagine you in Mexico. You already rich in
I
the
can't.
U.S. You was fucking Kylie Jenner. She
I
was in
wish.
Kim K, she was Kylie
Dang,
Jenner.
that's a whole nother level.
A billionaire.
But they're both billionaires now. But Kylie is like way more billionaire than
course.
Kim, I think. But and then in the United States, I really liked going to Santa Monica, California, like on the Santa Monica Pier. Over
Hell
there.
yeah, yeah.
Well, I guess I don't
I've
know if
been
it's
there.
Santa-
Yeah.
like, yeah, that place is so pretty. I
Yeah,
like it, so.
it's so fun. Like,
Mhm.
cause then they have all the tianguis out in the day.
I only went for
Um,
one day, but it was so beautiful that I was like.
I
really
always
enjoyed it.
wondered what it's like to live in Cali. Like, I mean, I
Expensive?
know it's expensive, but like just like the social life because you just see people like going down the beach and like skateboarding, bike riding,
whole different vibe
and it
for
just I
sure.
don't know. It looks like they literally get out of work and go do that shit.
We can
Or
go.
they probably don't work.
We can go to the hills here. Not even the mountains, to the hills. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, those are my fave that I've been to.
What about you, Marco?
So like I'm from Brazil.
Woo!
Oh, guys, this is my boyfriend, the Brazilian that I always talk about.
I know. I was like, can you introduce him?
Oh.
Because you're out here with.
Sorry, this is my boyfriend, Marco.
If that wasn't an introduction enough,
yeah, you gotta know by the little wrist. And that's my brother Armando. He's alright too. So.
Brazil already a whole travel destination. Tell
Yeah,
us.
no, it's like really really nice over there. It's pretty good. How I'm gonna say it's like really different about like states and vibes. Because every single state have like a different vibe. So I'm from South, I'm Paraná. Over there it's so chill and like good. I like that. Have
Where are you
family,
from?
so-
Is it like a city or is it more
Yeah.
like
Okay.
yeah,
Pueblo?
jungle monkeys.
No.
jumping.
Okay, listen.
Really?
No, it's not. Okay, so he gets so
Wow.
he gets so sassy on our on a first
Like,
date.
come
I
on.
asked him. I don't know why. I don't know how we got into this conversation, but I asked him. I was like, "Oh, do they have air conditioning in Brazil?" Okay.
No, that's a
Because-
valid question.
Listen, it
In
is.
Europe, they don't have AC.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying because, like, okay, what I've seen in Brazil is honestly what's in the Fast and the Furious, okay? And it's like,
That's the whole point. They say
And
people
they have favelas there, all right? That look like, they ain't no AC in them favelas, that's all I'm saying. So I asked him, he goes, yeah, and we also have Coke, and we have TVs, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that was rude, actually. And then he showed me a picture of it, and no, it looks like a city, so
Yeah.
it's nice.
My town looked like more like Boston, so it's like pretty like nice,
Really?
Londrina, and I don't know, like kind of bothered me a little bit. Like people like think Brazil's something just because of movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Obviously, tell us more.
If you realize like every single movie have like Brazil on it, doesn't show like
What it actually is.
True Brazil.
all like favelas, guns, like kind of
I
like
know.
crazy
They
thing.
I will say
come
like
on.
Fast and Furious, they just showed like the I don't remember where they are, but it just shows like the people that live on kind of like the houses on top of each other,
Yeah,
and it's
they
all
call
like
favelas.
it's all like
Favelas.
pandilleros, and obviously there's not just pandilleros, obviously in every country there's gonna be criminals, but that is not Brazil.
Brazil's the number one with no criminals, no nothing.
Right?
No, Brazil's an important country in the world, like as far
It's
as like
not.
economically, aren't they?
We're not like broke.
We're not like,
Good.
bro.
No, Brazil.
We
in
not
general,
broke.
It's not broke at all. Like you don't know one. If you realize, I think it's Bolivia, like from South America. Brazil is the one like good ones. Brazil
Yeah.
and Argentina for sure.
Yeah. Brazil I think is number one economically, no?
Yeah.
In South America.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
in the world, it's like China, I think. I'm pretty sure.
China right now.
I think we owe them like $1 trillion, so I mean,
Everybody else.
we're broke. They're Kim K.
Yeah. But in Brazil it's such a like a good vibe. I don't know, like you see people more like happy than here. I don't know why. It's just a vibe over
That's what he
there.
was telling me.
No, here's like
I
well, if-
imagine, so I obviously like I haven't been to Brazil, but I just imagine music.
Mhm.
Good food.
food. And because over there is really family oriented, as a lot of Hispanics are, but like a lot of people still like live together, like with your cousins, things like that, your extended family.
Yeah.
I also want to iterate their Latinos, Hispanic is origin to Mexico. I'm pretty sure. So
True.
you're Latina, you're not Hispanic. I'm just saying. But
Like a lot of Hispanics.
don't offend them, but I'm just kidding.
But
Latino stand up.
the places like I've been is like Cape Cod's pretty nice. The one like
Dang, I forgot about Cape Cod.
Cape Cod's like really nice.
I lied. Cape Cod. That's my answer.
She don't love you.
Yeah, but like summertime.
She don't love you.
No, but like summer.
Well, we just went 2 weeks ago, and so it's really fresh, you know. But that was the weather was amazing. So
Yeah. New York, like everyone said, like no, New York, but
New York's
I don't know
like,
why. Yeah,
nah.
too much people.
Like,
It's kind of like freak place. It's not
Really?
my vibe. Yeah, it's not my
I've
vibe.
always just wanted to see New York.
Yeah,
like,
well, you do the one time
One
and you're
time,
good.
yeah.
and really,
At least for me, my preference, yeah. Like we went and stuff, and it was cool, but like it's just like it was so expensive too. On top of it,
It's like going to California.
But but there's so much more space in California because it's like Manhattan.
I
we
know,
went to
like
Manhattan.
California, something about it. I know that's true, but it feels open, and I just imagine New York would feel congested.
Oh yeah, it's over like an island that's like 13 miles long.
It
That's
just
it.
depends on what city you go to. If you go to Los Angeles, and feel the same way as in being in New
True,
York.
because that traffic ain't no
That's
joke.
why I said Santa Monica, not Los Angeles. But anyways,
Boston is pretty nice too. We went like we got like a hotel in
Mm-hmm.
Boston.
Okay, y'all, we get it. Y'all be all over the world, okay? Okay, Armando. Next, Armando. Thank you. Damn. All 50 states, y'all.
that's the goal. That's the goal.
I see.
You guys should get a little
16.
map to hang
with
on
the
your
quarter,
wall.
with the, like you
And
scratch
put,
off.
and
Yeah.
keep track. So I've seen some people get ones that you fill in. That's
We've
really
been,
cool.
we've been getting stickers to put on our luggage.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
That's
that's
the
cool.
place we went.
Then you damage your luggage that cost you a lot of money.
it didn't cost that much money.
Damage, dude.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, it's the one that you borrowed, Mexican. All right, go Armando. What's your favorite
Go ahead,
place?
You already know.
Puebla.
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 Duh.
I was
Oh,
interested to
it's
see
Bonichín.
like a huge university there. There was like a lot of medical doctors.
it's
There was a
called-
lot of doctors walking in the street.
It's the university's called BWAP.
Uh-huh.
It's my girlfriend actually goes there. She's gonna become a nurse.
Oh, you have a girlfriend?
Ooh.
Let the ladies know so nobody comments about you, all right?
Yeah. What you like about Puebla though?
It's just so beautiful down there. Honestly, in reality, I mean, an Uber ride will cost you like $2. $2 an Uber
Uber.
ride. You can like take a 45-minute.
Puebla, dude.
You can.
It is nice.
You can take like literally a 45-minute drive, and it'll cost you
It cost
$2.
you like $6.
Oh my God.
$6.
Yeah.
Kim K, that's like $2 for you. That's like a penny for you.
Oh my gosh.
No, just there's a, I've been to Puebla probably 10 plus times now, and I've probably gone through maybe 15% of the city.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What,
I mean, it's
huge
just
town or what?
it's huge.
Really?
It's huge and it's surrounded by 3 volcanoes or something
Yeah.
like that.
That's what I would want to go back to Puebla for. Because obviously I just did the Zócalo. We were passing through when I went. We were actually driving to Veracruz, but that's what I heard, and that's what I wanted to visit, the volcanoes.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really visit them.
Oh, you can't.
No, you can be on the bottom.
Are they really active?
Recently, actually, so they had to shut down like schools and stuff like that because the ash exploded from the volcano and everything like that, and they were out for like a week and a half to 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
But I mean, it's just
I'll go to Puebla.
it's not as often as you think. Believe it or not, actually,
It will be active the day that we go.
That's for the answer.
last year I went and I see people walking out of the store, and I'm wondering why. I just walked straight in. Apparently, there was a earthquake. I didn't even know.
They were ready to go home. You was ready to start.
No,
the
it
day.
was just like a quick little earthquake. But I'm walking in like,
Kansas
Kansas
gets
Radio.
earthquakes too.
I never felt one.
Well, it's done happened. I'm just saying, like 2 of them or something.
But I mean, there's a lot of. It's a really touristic spot there. It's very beautiful.
they got giant ass mall.
Really?
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to go next time.
Yeah, it's huge.
There's this place that's about.
Galerias. What is it
No,
called?
that's in
Look.
Houston.
Oh, what is it?
Shirts better be $1. You say
No,
it's
they're expensive.
I don't remember what it's called. I really don't.
Dang, I forgot too. El Centro. Whatever.
No. But there's a little city called Atlisco outside of Puebla. It's technically part of it still, but it's a beautiful little location. Like everything's even stupid cheap down there. They have a Zocalo. They actually have a pool that I went to for my birthday last year, and the water they get comes directly from the mountain.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
Wow.
That's so beautiful.
And you can get manicures for like $20 over there.
And
Okay.
tattoo, and you can get.
Can you
Like
please arrange?
acrylics.
Can you please arrange a trip? Because we gotta go.
And you-
for
and you
real.
can get, like,
you pay for it. It costs
Oh,
like $20.
what I would do in
Really?
Mexico
Yeah.
is a tattoo because
yeah.
you can freaking
Oh my
you can do a whole
I heard
chest
about that.
tattoo.
My
for freaking
spine tattoo.
you
My
should
spine
hear.
tattoo was $40 in Mexico.
That would be what?
Listen,
here?
they were-
Like
they were-
200.
They were training chickens outside to fight, but yes, it was $40.
Oh,
gallos.
oh. So you got some entertainment?
So I mean,
But we were waiting.
my,
Did you get that one in
Yeah.
Puebla? Oh,
He
that's
came,
cool.
but he came to the house we were staying at to do that
Yeah.
one. But yeah, it's
Oh,
hella
he
cheap.
came to the house.
Yep.
Well, yeah, because we went and it was me, my sister,
That's
his
a
girlfriend,
word.
and my brother. So it was like
Oh,
four of us to
okay.
get tattoos, and it was just this one guy. He had this little studio above his house. The sketchiest ass place. The Uber was like, I don't know, don't ask me to come pick y'all up again or whatever, right? We were there probably like a handful. It was like
A
we
long
were there
time.
5-6 hours, something because we each got a tattoo. But and so then
Not
you have
me.
time for Armando. We had a game. We were gonna go do something else that day. But so he came to the house for the second time one.
really?
But yeah, my spine tattoo, it was $40. Took him like an hour and a half max or something. So
Cool.
Yeah, I'm not
Let's
trying.
go, let's
I'm
get
not trying to
tattoos.
scare our viewers from Mexico, but I would say I got a funny story on that. When I was in Mexico, and the person I was with like did a chest tattoo, and it was only like literally, and it was really nice, and it was only like $50. But since the appointment was like 10 p.m. at night, he started the tattoo artist started closing the gate, and he was like, I just gotta leave it a little bit open with the sign that I'm working because like. Right now, the cartel's doing a check by the pueblo, and he's like, "But we're gonna be okay." He's like, "They just know I'm working, that I'm not doing
Hell no.
anything suspicious."
he said, I paid
Not-
my dues.
It's not that. It's honestly not that bad.
It's really not. It's really
just
not.
like here. If you go to any sketchy spot, if you flaunt money, if you flaunt jewelry,
Yeah,
whatever,
true.
you're gonna get jumped.
That's that's like that could be a whole other
Any
conversation, but
country,
Exactly.
basically,
it's
yeah.
really not what people think it is. There's a
No.
lot of rules too.
It's just like
being
here.
attacked by
If you are in
a cartel.
in
A lot
a
of
sketchy
things.
neighborhood and you're doing bad things are gonna happen.
Yes, if you're good people, they don't mess with you, for real.
Mm.
But I guess
Anyway,
have you been
no.
anywhere else other than Puebla though?
Veracruz. I've been to Chiapas. I've been
Just all
to
over Mexico.
all pretty much.
Yeah. Have you?
also-
Did you went to the Malecón in
No.
Veracruz?
No. Oh yes.
Yeah.
I went with my dad, my grandma, and
That's
sister.
where our dad's family's from.
And
It's
it's really
really
beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's the ocean. Well, I remember we were little kids. The ocean out there was just horrendous. It smelled bad. And
Oh yeah, when we
everything
were
like
little
that.
in Mar, yeah, they
Yeah,
used
it
to throw
was just-
money in
Really?
there, and poor people would jump in to get it.
Yeah, it was just. It was really
the way I would jump in there.
It,
No, but
uh,
it's nasty. Oh god.
But I mean, it was horrible. It smelled like straight rotten fish and everything like that back
Really?
back when we were kids. But now they cleaned it up really good.
Oh, did they?
yeah, it's
Alright.
no. You can literally jump into the water and
I'll
you'll
pass.
be
It'll
fine.
be
Can you
fine.
drink the water?
Oh, no.
Oh.
that is one thing. Like Mexico is the vibe down there is really different. It's really relaxed. Unlike here, to where you're just fast paced, always working. You know, you don't have time to do much unless like recently I got a new job to where I'm pretty much off on the weekends,
Nice.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which.
Right.
But there'll be days I have to work Friday and Saturday.
Right.
But down there the
I
stores
love that you said that. That's the vibe I feel. Like life slows down.
In Mexico.
the stores don't open up until 10 in the morning.
You're
Yeah.
saying all this as you're wearing a USA shirt. That's all I'm saying.
'Cause I'm a diehard America.
Oh gosh.
America.
You're giving mixed messages here. Next question, Maitland. Until he's gonna keep talking about
I
Mexico.
know. Well, I mean, I'm gonna just say quickly where I've been.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Damn.
Nah,
Sorry,
you're
your
good.
turn. Your turn.
I mean, in Mexico, I've literally driven from here to Guadalajara. So I've passed like the states that you pass through there, and then I've gone to Mexico City, went to Veracruz, passed through Puebla. In the U.S., I went to Texas, Cali 2 times, Chicago.
What's your favorite in the U.S.?
I like Cali. I really like Cali. I mean, I've been
US.
to Miami 2 times. I went to North Carolina.
I haven't been to North Carolina, and I
I
really
just
want
haven't
to go.
been. I just haven't been more up. I want to go more east. Like that's what I was asking about.
Texas.
You like Texas?
Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Big on Texas.
Best state.
Pretty, looks pretty.
Really?
Best state.
Texas is okay.
Colorado's beautiful.
Yeah, Colorado's
Oh,
really
I've been
pretty.
to Colorado.
Yeah,
That's crazy. I
yeah.
literally went to Colorado this year. Colorado and Chicago in the
I
same
haven't been to on the northwest area, I guess. So I want to
Yeah.
go to Seattle, like Washington and stuff.
I've
like
been to
that.
Yeah.
Utah, Colorado, Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota.
Oh, dang, you did
Michigan.
the whole 50 states.
Uh,
See, I feel like I've driven because I've
Mayla's a motherfucking driver. She will drive you anywhere. She done went to Cancun and back and Texas, Florida.
I've driven to Cali. Like we didn't fly. Like I drove to Cali 2 times.
That's too
Drove
much
to
work.
North Carolina. Like it, yeah. I've driven like 8 hours straight, 10.
California,
ain't no
too
passenger.
much.
I've
Yeah.
done 12 hours
I
straight.
can't drive like
but-
that.
I don't think I can do it anymore. Like I really don't. I'm getting old, but
I couldn't drive 24 hours to California. No.
It's not. Is it 24 hours?
Yes.
I mean, by the
24
time you
hours.
get
By the
there,
way.
your ass is
From
a
here to
pancake.
the border is like 12 hours.
depending on what border you go to. From here to
Yeah.
Reynosa is 18 hours. From here to El Paso is 24. From here to
You're a who's guy, aren't you?
Yeah.
what?
Shit. He's like
How
a
many
whole
hours
fucking map
to
over
when
here.
you fly? So
To get to
Like a
Mexico
couple
City,
hours?
4 hours.
4 hours.
Yes.
So why you drive, dude?
I don't.
I mean,
He won't drive anywhere.
Nah,
like we
hard
drove
pass.
to Illinois.
No, you're
Illinois.
right.
Yeah, we drove to
4 or 5
Indiana
hours.
Again. It's an 8-hour drive.
Well,
He
depending,
drove,
yeah.
What is it? 2 hours of it? No, 4. He drove 4 hours of it, and he was
What's
like,
giving
"Nah."
cramps?
Marco, I understand you though, cause you're tall. It's hard to sit down when you're like tall for a
No,
for a
There
long-
ain't no
yeah.
motherfucking excuse.
that was horrible.
Toxic.
You're not kidding.
So, since we've done a lot of traveling, which I'm glad y'all done left Kansas and Missouri, because if you haven't, you're not living. Have you guys ever experienced like, which we touched on it a bit, but like a culture shock? So like Mixie said, you know, the whole washing clothes, like that was like a culture shock to her.
No, I mean I knew it was like that in Mexico, but I didn't I never had experience it until I went. I was
Right.
like, fuck, I miss
Yeah.
my washer and dryer.
Yeah, just it'd be like things like that. What else?
I think it's crazy because like when we go to Mexico, at least we stay with family, and their houses they have are like not like they're not considered super nice, but they're considered like a bit nicer. Like especially like his girlfriend's house, like she's like a nicer
Yeah,
home, right?
yeah.
But like her nicer home is like a basic house here. Like so like when we moved into our the home here. Like I'd FaceTime them, and like my brother made me show them their whole house, and like it's like this is like a mansion compared to like what they
That's
think.
crazy.
Is. So just like spatial awareness in that sense,
Uh-huh.
it's crazy
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
And then like within the United States, I lived in Louisiana for a year. That's a big culture shock, being like a woman in Louisiana.
Why?
Like, because you're a little.
I like
girl
how you
there.
said that even just within the states, because I have experienced that. But like,
Yeah.
what was your experience?
Well, you're a girl there, so like you're expected to be like you're just a woman, and like it's a little bit kind of like reversed. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's the South, and they're like Southern hospitality, but like you're just expected to have like kids, and you're expected to like you're gonna want to stay at home and stuff like that. And
That's
You're-
Mexico too, though.
well, I
Well-
don't like I've never really gone to Mexico.
Yeah.
And like
Women-
and
That's
experienced
Mexico.
that.
Like
That's
yeah.
Mexico.
But I'm
Really?
saying I've never experienced that there because I go to visit. Nobody's gonna tell me you're gonna do this, this, and
I've
this.
always kind of
No,
seen
no, yeah, it's
every time
different.
I mean maybe me when I've gone to Mexico, I always see women working like the shops, like selling food, selling trinkets.
I mean, but that's a typical.
But
that's a typical
the
woman's
single
job down
moms,
there.
though. Because if you got a man, you at home.
In reality, that's a typical type of job for them down there. Unfortunately,
right.
Us South
A day by day.
Americans, we are fortunate enough not to be like other countries in that aspect. There, I'm not going to say we're perfect because we're not.
Right.
But going down to Mexico or going to a different poverty country.
Developing country, second world. Come on, nicer words, please.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel the difference in just going there. You feel more appreciative of stuff you actually have up here
Yeah.
compared to.
Yeah, for sure. But you know what? Louisiana's pretty close to Mexico, so maybe that's what it is.
So when we were driving to North Carolina, we were passing some of the southern states, And it was a vibe that I got when we would get down for gas. Because so I'm like, you know, Hispanic, Latina. I'm Latina. And my ex at the time, obviously, he was like darker skin toned, and I just kind of felt like when we would walk into the gas stations, like people would really stare at us like they've never seen like someone of our skin tone. And I know it's like, oh, it's all in your head, but no, like for real, like it was weird. It was, I want to say it was like Kentucky or something. Yeah. We were kind of in the middle of nowhere, so it was just probably a small town.
Maybe they didn't.
I'm not trying to say they were racist or nothing. Just because they're white, that doesn't mean, that's not what I'm trying to say. Yeah. But it just makes you like, we did get the vibe like, let's just get gas and go. Like we didn't even want to.
We're not welcome here.
Yeah, like we didn't even want to get food, nothing like that. We're just like, come on, let's go. Because it was just like we pulled up and everybody was like looking at the windows and like just like these faces, like what are they doing here?
Maybe were you guys traveling in a truck?
No, not even.
Why. That's close.
It was a small car.
There you go. 4 trucks is what they need.
There's places like here out in Kansas that are like that. I used to drive a truck, you know, delivering stuff, and I'd go out to, you know, hillbilly country, you know, and you could tell, you can feel whenever, you know, people have never seen your type of culture or ethnicity or anything like that and whatnot.
Like again, a lot of it is just curiosity. If you go to Asian countries where like there's a big population, like here we're pretty mixed, right, in the U.S. But if you go to like any Asian country, like they'll be looking at you, they'll be wanting to take pictures with you.
You gotta follow too.
You won't be allowed into some places. Really, like you will not be allowed to eat there if you're like
if you have Asian tattoos,
things like that.
What's your culture shock, Marco?
Yeah, I was gonna, Marco, you lived in Brazil your whole life until what age?
23. 23.
23?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought it was less.
No, I went here 5 years ago. Yeah.
Wow. So what was your culture shock? Like you probably have had the biggest culture shock.
Yeah,
literally.
I thought you didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. They're really like shocks about like racist people a little bit.
Yeah.
Because in Brazil, the thing is not about like racial. It's about like economic. Like
there's more economic comparisons.
Yeah,
interesting.
In Brazil, but it's not like if you're black or not. If you're like Japanese, Asian, like Latino or whatever, like that doesn't matter over there like that much. I feel like it, because can be different in like in other states, but like the state I am from, like don't have like that too much. So pretty much is that my shock. Oh, you know about like people like happier, like really happier than here. Like
yeah, here we're pretty depressing.
Yeah, no, about like
this is America.
When I got here, a lot of people taking like meds for like depression, anxiety, and I was like, wow, like never. Like,
in Brazil, there's no depression.
No,
no, but for real.
No, I right now I like.
In Mexico too, is what I'm saying. Like I feel like in Mexico, you might be depressed over some random shit, but you're not depressed about work and bills. Like you're just.
No, but it's kind of like hitting Brazil right now. This kind of thing. Well, like before, like I don't like see it that much. So it's kind of like this side. One thing like I really like think is nice about USA is about like how you can about opportunities.
Yes.
Here's like the country too. Like when 1 year you get like broke of like your job, next summer is the like to get up again and like fight again.
I love that you say that. Right? Because you can come to the U.S. and have literally a house, a car within a couple years than you would in it. That's the difference, you know, than other countries like that would take you your whole life to get.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in general, just look at. I can give you a good example. An iPhone over there. Over here, it costs you $1,200. Over there, it costs you $2,200.
Oh my! They up it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Brazil's like 6,000 like but reais.
Oh, reais.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just everything. The food down there is cheap. Like, I mean, talking about grocery wise.
Yeah.
Really cheap.
Yeah.
Well, not right now. Inflation. But
no, it's still compared to what we pay here.
I'm just saying, we complain now because it's expensive here.
But one thing also is different in Mexico than here is the way you pump gas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they pump it for you.
Yes.
For real.
Yeah, that's a good
pump
one.
it.
And they
Yeah.
charge by the liter there.
Yep.
So
I always be like, is he charging me right?
no, it's expensive there.
Yeah.
That's why it's easier to Uber or whatever.
Yeah.
Because that's what when we go, we think about renting a car, but like
Yeah.
they charge by the liter there.
Yeah, we did a
Really
moto
expensive.
taxi when we were in Guadalajara. Another one for me, a big thing that I could not get used to was water.
Oh yeah.
The accessibility we have here to water are water fountains. Like when I was in Mexico City, I felt like I was dehydrated my whole trip because you have to buy your water every single time. They can't drink from the sinks. Maybe it was just where we were. Again, it's
No, they
Mexico
can't
City.
drink. You can drink from the sink here.
It's all.
It's all over.
Okay.
The reason why is because of the fact that the water that they have is
Contaminated?
No, not contaminated. So it's like here whenever when you know how some, I don't know if you ever been a construction site, stuff like that.
It's non-potable.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So
non-potable.
it's not for drinking. It's just for cleaning and stuff.
Yeah.
Like because they have chemicals in it to make it clean, but it's not actually clean.
Yeah.
So if you drink those chemicals, it's not good. But
Yeah.
You can open your mouth and your mouth in the shower here. You could drink from a faucet if you wanted to. You know.
I
over there
know.
you can't.
Literally, honestly, you could even drink the water that comes out of a shower. And like over there, I had to buy water for like just breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I would see people like in the morning, they would drink their coffee. And then, so when we were there, we just bought food, right? We weren't cooking.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would go to lunch, buy a soda. And then I'd look at people, I'm like, you haven't drank water the whole day, boy. Like,
They
are
don't-
you good?
No,
Like,
I don't either. I just drink soda.
oh my God.
When
like,
you're there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
soda.
people in Mexico, literally, they do not drink a lot of water
And
because
it's not
That's
even
why
because of
Mexico is
that.
the number one obese country in the world.
the carne and the soda.
And the rice and the
And the
beans
tortillas.
and
But,
tortillas.
Damn,
I-
not you out in
La
the whole
masa,
diet.
dude, I love it. Mm.
I bought one of those water dispensers, the one where you can put the garrafon in. You know, that's the way you can. It's because it's kind of bless you. It's kind of difficult having to pick up the freaking jug of water, pour it in a cup, and then, you know, it's just so.
And I feel honestly, so the people we were staying with had the jarrones because they buy them in bulk just to have in the house, and I felt bad asking for water because like I know like I drink like 2 gallons of water a day sometimes. And when I'm traveling, I like to drink a lot, right? Like. And I'm like, I would even feel bad asking them for water because I'm like, bro, like,
Yes,
they
that's
don't
so
even,
true.
they don't even
Yes.
have like maybe the finances to buy more water. So I'm just like, let me stay dehydrated.
No, I limit myself to 1 cup. I was like, I need some water.
The shower. When I would shower, we would put a bucket. And so when the water comes down, the water, like, we wouldn't make it get lost. Like it would go in the bucket. And then, so half of your shower, I would turn it off. And then I would just like rinse myself with the bucket just to kind of conserve water.
Well, yeah, I
Is it
mean,
in Mexico.
yeah, in Mexico. So what they have is called they have
This is
a
a little bit step.
Oh, and sorry to cut you off before I forget. When I was in Guadalajara, when you use the water in the morning, because it was like for solar powered, it was warm. If you were like taking a shower in la tarde, it was already cold by then. Oh my God.
We had
it
to
was
warm the
horrible.
water up at my grandma's house. Like,
That's what we did.
we had
boiling
like
the
a-
water.
because of the heater thing
Yeah,
wasn't
it was cold as
the
frick,
boiler.
so-
If you don't have a boiler,
yeah.
yeah.
So they have we're fortunate to have unlimited water, unless you don't pay, obviously.
That to me was the number one thing I realized. I was like, U.S. When I got to the Dallas airport and I went to the water fountain and I started drinking, it hit me. I'm like, the access we have to water, it's incredible, and how much we waste. Like nothing over there, they don't waste a drop. I'm telling you, like half my shower, I'm like, all right, bucket time. Oh, rinse myself off. So awkward.
Yeah. I mean, they have water to where they're able to use and whatnot, but it's just if you run out of the water that you have underneath your house or whatever, you have to call someone to refill it and everything like that.
Oh.
You have to freaking pump it every time too.
Yep.
I have like 2 questions about like Argentina and like Mexico. Probably you guys can like tell me. Over there about tip, like you go in a restaurant, you leave a tip, or like you go, for example, any like store, like something like that about tip to the people.
Yeah.
That's normal, like Mexico.
That's
Yes,
Argentina?
that's normal in Mexico too.
No. If you're a tourist, yes.
They'll take it, but
if you are from Mexico, they do not tip.
yeah.
Really? Because
Like
like, even like the
bartenders, this
parking,
kinda
like
thing?
when they be like, aquí parqueas, por acá.
Well, that's different. Whenever
then
because
like,
that's
"Let's
technically not everybody tips in that ass. Technically, that's what they get paid. They
Yeah,
don't get
that's their
paid.
hustle.
That's what they have. Like let's say at the store Soriana or whatever you're from Bodega, whatever store you have.
A lot of them act like employees. You
And-
probably didn't even need permission to park there. They just hustled you.
They just
Yeah.
El que tranza no avanza.
I know, but they so they would back you up. You don't have to give them a tip, but most of the time if you're
do they tip in
Okay.
Argentina?
No, I would say it's insulting.
Okay.
It's very
Because they're-
European based. You're not supposed to tip.
They're like salary, so like
Yes.
you already have your money for that. Or if you're like
Yes.
selling something like in the store, like T-shirt or whatever, they have a commission on that.
But what about in
So you
Brazil though? Do you tip?
No.
I was gonna say
No.
Oh, you don't.
So like love him. So when we go places, he'll just like he'll pay and he passes me the check because whenever we first started dating, I'd be like, because they're like, it was not tipping enough money. That's for sure.
Like $5, like come on. Why not leave like 20,
I was like, our meal was $80. You gonna leave him $5?
I understand why
Marco, I'm like that.
I understand why
He
they
just
don't
slides
tip.
it to me and I'll fill it out.
So
for him.
esta Mixie, she puts in tip what we paid in food. I'm like, hold up now.
Not even.
It's just 15%.
Serve, you get it.
I leave the 20% because I'm a server and I just feel like I've always.
Look,
like,
I'm
worked
a
in a
waitress, but the
restaurant.
struggle's real too.
No, I mean I understand why we tip and everything like that because it's the way because you don't make minimum wage.
I was like,
obviously.
they don't pay you. servers.
But at the same time in Mexico, if you're a server, you're living off the tips because of the fact that you're maybe getting. If you're going to work a 10-hour shift, you're maybe going to make $2 in that whole, just for work. Like they have a Little Caesar next to my girlfriend's uncle's house, and me who I
Listen,
worked
he
at
goes to
Little
Mexico
Caesars.
to eat Little Caesars. I'm just saying.
It
They
hits
always
different.
complain about how much
It hits
food
different.
you
It hits
eat.
Hey,
different.
low key,
It-
I've had pizza in Mexico. It do hit different.
It does. But like that's what they depend on usually. I mean, over there in Mexico, their whole they're like I was saying, they're at Little Caesars, they get paid $8 for a 10-hour shift
That's crazy.
compared to $8.50 you would make here at minimum wage.
Yeah.
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 Another thing too. All right. So here, you guys, they pay like every single Friday, like or
Every 2 weeks.
Every other
Yeah.
two-
Oh, uh huh.
Mhm.
All right, and that's amazing because you have like money like
Mhm.
for me like every single week,
What about Brazil?
monthly.
A month. I figured it was monthly
crazy,
too. I think it's
crazy.
monthly in
Monthly in
Argentina
Mexico?
too.
Depending on the job.
Oh, depending on the job.
Depending on the job, but
Yeah.
usually,
Every single one, my bad, but every
they
single
go
one.
with quincenas, so every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which
Which
I
is
hate.
every
And-
I
single
hate
one.
that. I hate that.
Monthly. That's crazy.
Well, Mexico's starting to get a little more
with the time.
with the times with U.S. There's a lot of influence, but as far as I'm aware, Argentina it's
Dang, every
monthly too.
month?
It's horrible.
It'd be hard.
You gotta,
'Cause
you gotta know
pay,
how to
like,
finance.
Yeah,
you
you
gotta know how to
really
you're
gotta-
paying, like, and have like, oh, I have like these money to like expand. So you go in the weekend like a nightclub or something.
But at the same time,
Or you have an
You don't need to go to
emergency,
nightclubs
I mean,
now.
and
that's
you're
the same-
like,
Oh, not
I
in
gotta wait
Brazil.
until my next
at
paycheck.
the same time, it's smart because of the fact that it helps you manage your money more.
Everything
Because
does.
if
yeah.
you get paid weekly, or like me when I worked at Amazon, they gave you the option to get your paycheck before. You would already waste that paycheck before. They give you up to
Not
You get paid like
70%.
$50
Not
on
really.
a Friday.
No, one thing I forget your credit card. So like, oh, like I pay next month, and it'd be like these. It's like horrible. So I prefer get like paid every single Friday, and can like, oh, I get this money. Oh, I can save these, so I put over there. Then like in a month, dude, I don't know, it's just crazy.
Yeah. I also was wondering if you guys have ever had like a bad, weird, or a shocking like experience at all while you were traveling or on vacation.
To me, gonna be like this one, like take a bath and like
I got one if y'all want me to
That's
start.
Go
crazy.
Malin. Go Malin.
When I was in California, it was really shocking because when we were at the beach, we actually like witnessed somebody get lost at sea. And so we like saw the whole search party, and we were like, man, because they told us, they were like telling us get out the ocean so they could look for this person. And like after like 2 hours, bro, we were like, oh my God, this person's really gone, because the helicopter was still out there.
Damn.
The little ships were still out there, and we were just like, man, like it was kind of hard just to know that someone got lost at sea while you were there living it up. And and I never knew if it was a kid or something or not. Another thing, like that same night as we were leaving, there's a lot of homeless over there, and we literally, it was already nighttime, but we literally saw a homeless guy strip naked and start like showering there on the beach. And we're like,
Listen, at least he's showering.
At least he's showering.
period. He ain't dusty.
Yeah, clean homeless.
Look, the way I would just live on the beach if I was in Cali.
Maybe he had an interview for tomorrow.
Listen,
Thank you. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. But yeah.
homeboy's just trying to clean himself, right? Leave him alone.
right. So I don't know. Have y'all guys ever had anything weird? Like,
Well, I'll just say like I lived in Louisiana, and it's just like the cultural difference. So like obviously Kansas City is just a lot more diverse than it is. Like it's super diverse here. It's more diverse here than it is in Louisiana.
Yeah.
So it's just like I think on my own personal preference that I just didn't like or get along, and I kind of sometimes got like sexually harassed almost for being a girl sometimes. Like in my own
I forgot you were
workplace.
living down there. Yeah.
In my own workplace, I had to like report things to HR like on a regular. And I'm a chill person because I get it. I work in construction.
Snitches and the bandits.
No, but like you do like I know you're
But I
not.
got to a point where I was like, I cannot handle this anymore.
No, I know if
Did
you
you
were
get paid?
reporting it had to
Yeah.
be serious because as you should.
As you should.
Since I get
Period.
paid. But then, and then another thing would have been like, when I lived in Vegas for summer as well. There's a lot of homeless people, and the heat out there is crazy. It's crazy bad.
Straight desert.
So it's just like to see that, like in America, like the land of the dreams and everything. It's just sad to see. So it just kind of like put a damper because I'd be going to the Strip or going to old Vegas, like and then seeing that. So it just makes you realize how fortunate you are.
Yeah, that too.
Well, I mean, I don't trust homeless people anymore. I really don't.
We got hustled yesterday, didn't we, Mixie?
Oh,
So-
yeah.
So, I mean,
I'm not trying to say this person was homeless, but we'll touch on this.
I mean, I
even know.
have two things. So I was driving. I was driving for work, and I saw a homeless person ask for money. I was going to give him some money. Next thing you know, I see him walking across the road. Gets in a brand new 20, I think it was 17 at the time, car.
I know.
I mean,
right?
straight up, I'm like,
Right in front of you. They don't care. They already hustled you.
I'm
Pop
like,
his tire.
I was at
That's
work.
the answer.
No, but the next thing would be in Mexico. I was on Facebook Live recording and everything like that.
Of course.
And
Facebook
then-
Live.
And the next thing you know, I see somebody literally taking a dump. Like I recorded on my Facebook Live.
I didn't
Taking
watch
a
this
dump.
live.
It was something else. I'm like,
Just out of nowhere?
yeah, out of nowhere.
Damn homeless people.
Oh, one thing about Mexico that made it a little awkward, I just remembered when we went to Lagos de Moreno. We were just eating in like a restaurant, and people
When the
would
little
come
kids
in.
come.
The little kids come in, and it's so hard not to give money. But the little kids come in, like every 10 minutes, the little kids come in, something to eat, something for moneda, and it just makes it a little like uncomfortable
No,
to like
it
eat.
does-
Even eat.
It does.
Not
It
really.
does.
I'd be
No,
like-
it does.
You're like, I'm
if
a
they
star.
ask for money.
Yeah.
If they ask for money, I'm
They
like,
ask
dude,
for
are
any.
you-
No,
like,
they're not asking
are
for
you-
food. They're asking for money.
No, that's what I'm like, dude. Are you hungry? Like,
Yeah.
talk
I'll give you
to
my
me.
chicken wings.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy you something to eat right now.
Yeah.
It's
but
un-
not like
I'm
give
just
money.
kidding.
That's the thing I don't like.
He's
Is
a
money.
chicken
It's
wing.
like, for sure.
That's what Maylin said.
It's unfortunate.
What I was eating.
It's
Man,
unfortunate.
they ain't buying a whole meal.
Hey, chicken wing. You better not ask for seconds either.
You seen salsa? And I was just like,
Listen, Maylin don't waste food, so that's a lot. Chicken wing?
But I mean, it's unfortunate to see
Love
those
you.
little kids, asking for money.
I
But
know.
unfortunately, it's the cartel controlling them
Yes.
so they can get their
for
money,
some, yeah, for some.
and they don't get paid nothing out
Dang,
of
we're either
that.
saying
Yeah.
Mexico's amazing or Mexico's the cartel. We're sending mixed messages.
No, but
here.
it is
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I mean, same thing with U.S.
Mexico-
Is there
See-
racism? Is there not racism? Do we have homeless? Do we not? So
Maylin, you ain't shit. You said,
Maylin, what's your next question?
Maylin said, I ain't buying no kid food.
we're like, I mean, yeah, you can take half this chicken wing. All right. Do
Marco's
you?
a good guy. He said, I'll buy you food.
I know. Marco,
Maylin
you're,
said,
so, you're so humble.
She said, listen, it was
It's
only
like
a 10-piece.
no, but
That's
no.
9 now.
Pues te doy las papas.
It's like the
no
thing-
ketchup, ho.
It's not trying to like be
That's
humble,
extra.
But
Yeah.
like breaks my heart if I have like, for example, just the meal I'm eating and the kid, I'm like, fuck it, I'm not gonna eat mine. Like, about like food. But like about money, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, come on.
Yeah. And again, it's not because like you don't want to give money, but it's because like Armando said, you don't really know what those kids who are they're bringing it to. Yeah. So it just it's hard. It's hard deciding. It's hard who gets it and who doesn't.
I mean, it's sad about how like here you can't even go on the street and perform. Over there in Mexico, you see that
all day.
All day.
That's why I'll give somebody $1 because you can't buy shit with $1. There's taxes here, so you gonna buy some gum? Doubt it.
Yeah. Well, apparently not. They need to rename it. Versa said in like 2 years, apparently we're supposed to be tax free on food.
Oh yeah. So exciting.
Okay. Do you guys think traveling with friends or family affects your relationships with them?
I think it bonds you if it goes well. I'm assuming.
Depends.
It depends how long the trip is.
Right? Thank you. But we went to Florida for 5 days. By the end of it, we was ready to come home.
We was ready. Like that was too much.
Hey, they say to travel with your partner before you get married. That's like a big factor in like how the relationship's gonna work out.
Listen, I plan it. He just comes along and puts the cash down.
But he ain't driving you crazy. That's all that matters.
No. Yes, he does a little. No, we'll go to places because we went to New York, right? This was both our first times going to New York and stuff. And he was asking me where things were, and I was like, I've never been here before.
She's a planner one. She'll probably know like more.
Marco thought you investigated every city.
Like I knew every
town.
I was like,
I would assume the same thing if I was Marco. I mean, when we went to Florida, we're like, Savannah, what's our itinerary? Savannah was like, from 9 to 10, we're gonna go here.
No, but listen,
10 to 2, we're gonna do
you guys
and we love that.
You guys listen to the itinerary. There's a difference. He's on his own time clock, that's for sure.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Have you guys ever gotten into an argument while you were traveling with your travel person or with a stranger at your destination?
Like a real argument?
Yes.
Yeah, spill the details.
Bicker. You go ahead. That's on you.
My sisters. All the time.
Because with your significant other.
No, with anybody. With your travel person.
Because the fact that I am a different person whenever I'm on vacation mode.
We don't fight. We fight when you get back.
You're a different person on your vacation?
Yes.
Yeah, he drinks. He drinks. He's happy. He's never tired. He needs to go. He wants to do everything.
As you should. As you should when you're on vacation.
See, I don't like to be in the house when I'm on vacation.
Neither do I.
It's not even that. It's like here when we have a party, a whole house party, or a family or whatever. He won't even take a sip of a beer. We gotta like pressure him to drink a beer
because I have to go to work the next morning.
And when you're done, you're like, I'm tired. But
I'm already tired.
When he goes to Mexico, he's like, and then here I'm like, hey, Gordo, you want to buy me some Burger King? He's like, no. Over there, he'll be like, you want some water? You want me to buy you something for breakfast?
That's good.
I'm like, it's cheaper here.
I wouldn't want the opposite, like going on vacation with somebody and they're grumpy.
That's true.
I guess.
Like with no reason. That's
I got into a lot of arguments when I was in Florida with my sisters. They already know, but it was fun. We just had our sister moments. That's all.
What about when you guys went to Chicago, both of you, on your individual trips?
Well, no.
But I'm gonna.
No. There was nothing. Like no, it was all good.
Shit, we was lit in Chicago. Yeah, we was lit. We was outside. I got burnt, but in Chicago? Yeah.
Damn.
Up in the sun.
Do you guys have like any tips for people that are planning vacations that are like international, so out of the country, or like tips for those that go on like long road trips?
Listen, I got you because I am the travel agent of the group.
Tell us, please.
Lies.
I am.
Lies.
What do you mean? Anyways, so I love traveling the thing. So what I try to do is I try to get the ticket. If we're flying, try to get the tickets pretty far in advance. And I check like pretty often. You check from different browsers, check at different times. I use Google Flights mostly. And then you got to check and see if it's cheaper to do a round trip or if you want to go one way there, one way back. Because like we went to Cape Cod 2 weeks ago and all the flights were $450 and above, like round trip, right?
Yes.
So I looked for a single flight there, single flight back. Got our round trip total to $220 for both of us.
You guys have to remember that every country does adjust their prices for their people. So like if you were to buy your ticket and you were traveling just between two cities in Mexico, if you're buying it from the US, it's more expensive. If you're in Mexico using like Mexico's internet browser, Wi-Fi and stuff, and the phone and the system always knows when you're in Mexico, it's cheaper. It'll be like $60 their plane ticket to travel between like Mexico City, Cancun. But if you're like doing this from the US, there is a way to like, I watched a whole tutorial on how to like get the best flight price, but you got to be really techie. Like you got to erase like your
cookies,
your location, your cookies. It's more than cookies. Like you gotta, you literally got to trick your computer that you're in somewhere else.
VPN
Yes.
or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yes. Look at you, Marco.
Let's go.
You know what I'm talking about. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You put your location like different and stuff like
Yes.
that.
You don't help me. You don't help me when we get the tickets. He was trying to go Cape Cod in December. He's like, I can't find nothing under 500.
No, but this thing when you go
How
to
much?
different-
In December, it
for
was like
different
500.
countries.
That's
for different
cheap.
countries because you're not gonna change.
I found it for $120.
In December?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cheap still.
Okay, well, I found it for
In
120.
Mexico, I'm trying to plan a
Anyways.
trip in Mexico. It's gonna cost me $1,800
I help you.
for 2 weeks.
These thing about like VPNs is about
I'm
when,
just
is it
kidding.
when the countries.
But so, and then when you're on vacation, I try to plan it like one like major activity a day, and then give like you the rest of the time to do kind of like what you want, or just like tentative options.
Yeah.
Make sure you get reservations at the restaurants, because a lot of places do require
Yes.
reservations. So
Depending on the city you go
yeah, I was
to.
like depending. Like we went to Florida, we went to Orlando. I had to get a reservation.
Yes.
Because they said that like normally like they're overbooked and stuff. So
Yeah.
just do stuff like that.
Yeah. I got some tips for like just the road travels, just because I've done it so much, long distance.
I hate road traveling.
Definitely investigate like even some of the states that don't have gas stations pretty close, because when we were driving to Cali, we like passed through Nevada and Utah, and there was really long spaces where we didn't even have like Wi-Fi internet in those places.
Oh, shit.
Gas Buddy.
And
What do you
I don't know what that is. Tell us.
Gas Buddy. It's an app where it shows you exactly the closest gas station.
Insert gas
more
buddy
more
here.
than just your regular GPS.
Yeah.
And it tells you the
Huh.
prices of the gas
Yep.
there too.
Oh,
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, there was
know
just some
that.
time where we got a little worried because we was driving through Utah and we're like, oh, we're
20
almost
miles
to
to on
E.
E.
Yeah, and it was like we were already like past Las Vegas. It was gonna be a while before we saw another city. Like, you know, it was that desert area. And then another tip, if you're going on really long travel, you're just gonna have to be dehydrated. You know, like don't make your road trip longer by stopping so much, because just
Or
I
buy
drink
it
less.
beforehand.
Get a cooler and put snacks and drinks in there.
Yeah, it's cheaper than the
That's
gas
the worst.
station. You'll have what you need.
Yeah, don't
Then you're
know.
only stopping to use the restroom.
Yes, only stop to use the restroom when you're stopping
And
for food
gas.
and all that stuff and gas.
Mhm. Well, you go to the bathroom when you get the gas.
Yeah.
Not always.
But that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna wait. And then like for my
You
trip
like
abroad,
always-
we bought. I'm going on a cruise. That's what I'm doing this time, because I've never been abroad, and it's just me and my sister and my mom. So I figured that'd be the best way. It's a little bit Americanized and stuff, but I feel like the safest. Get the lay of the land, and then hopefully when I go back in the future, it'll be better. But then we bought our cruise tickets way in advance, obviously, and then we bought our flight tickets about a month ago, and we're not leaving until October. So
Nice, but
Yeah.
you're all set.
Yeah.
That's what's important.
exactly.
Any other tips for people?
And just be in a good mood. Like even if you get upset, like just let it go in that moment, because like you're out the city like for a couple days or a couple weeks. It's not
Yes,
forever.
and that could
So,
ruin your whole vibe.
literally, especially if you travel with your partner, like don't let it ruin your trip or whatever. Like come back to the U.S. or come back to your city, and then y'all can fight about it. But
You remember 2 days ago?
actually a week ago.
All right, let's touch base about what happened on Saturday.
The only tip I can give, honestly, is to stay off your phone.
I
Enjoy
know,
the
right?
moment.
Yes.
Because unfortunately,
I love that.
well, I mean,
But guess
yeah,
what?
but
Phone is good too because you like record stuff like so. It's
Memories.
Like, memories.
well,
memes.
what I mean by stay off your phone, I mean as in like
Social media.
social
Yeah.
media, texting.
Yeah, like take
you know,
pictures, but like if you're at the beach, take in the sun, the waves, like be in the moment, let time slow down.
Because my mom and them
Yeah,
get,
like-
I'm like, I already don't text already over here. But when I'm over there, I just forget about everybody.
No,
over here.
literally anywhere. If I'm on a beach anywhere, I'll take a couple selfies. Don't get me wrong, because they need to know where I'm at. Not just playing. But no, then I'll just put my phone away and I just like, oh my god, that's like like just lay there and take
Just
it all
enjoy your
in.
time.
Yeah, literally.
Put a nice music. Let's go.
How do you guys feel about traveling with people who are not as financially secure as you? Do you guys make any exceptions on places you visit, or would you go your separate ways?
So what we
Please
did.
make exceptions because we broke out here.
Yeah, I know.
Please.
Just don't travel with
Kim K.
brokies. No, I'm just-
I
That's
mean,
what I don't do.
Silence, side eye, side eye.
Cricket, cricket. No, when we went to Florida last year, we all have different financial situations. We had a big group chat,
and we
about it.
agreed on
Yeah.
on our a whole itinerary.
Yeah, I presented ideas, what I heard, what like everybody kind of wanted to do, and then I looked up those places. I gave them the prices, and if everybody was okay with that,
Yeah.
we prepaid beforehand and did that way. So that's what you really have to do is if you're
Especially when you're in a group, because like it's not like I don't think it's like kind of like fair if you go in a group and then you be like, oh well shit, y'all can afford it, peace, bitch, I'm
Well,
still going.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
exactly,
not
because we were
nice.
supposed to go to what was it, Disneyland or whatever,
Yeah.
and we didn't because two of us didn't want to go
No,
or
yeah,
something.
because it was like Bad Bunny
Mhm.
tickets.
Oh, yeah.
plus-
We went to see
plus
Bad
the
Bunny
Universal
concert.
Studios. I was like,
yeah.
I can't do both.
So-
and Mixie made a good point. She was
Mhm.
like, "Look, if I'm gonna go to Disneyland,
You go with the
Disney World,
kids,
I'm gonna go
yeah.
with
With
my
the
kids,
kids,
not with my
yeah.
friends." Which I was
Yeah,
like,
you're
"Hell
right.
yeah, I would
Mhm.
too."
So she didn't want to go, and I think one other person was like, "Oh, I don't want to," and they were like, "You guys can go if you want." We were like, "Well, I'd rather stay with the group. I'd
Yeah.
rather have this is like us here, us time." And
Yeah.
so we didn't go, and that's completely fine. So
When I went to Florida, with my sisters, there was another group that they were my little sister's friends, and they went to Disney World and all that. Like, it was originally their vacation. We were the tag-alongs, so we did do our own thing, because financially, like, we weren't like prepared to go to Disney World or whatever else and stuff. So it was a little hard because we shared a car. So maybe that was something to think about for next time. But like, I mean,
listen, that's expensive.
yeah, like as long as it's talked about.
Just be
but-
honest and open.
Yeah, I feel like I am the kind of person that I'm like, if I see like this person can afford it, like I don't mind as long as I'm outside.
Yeah, we outside. We outside.
As long as I'm not working, literally in a different city.
Armando just pays for everybody, so when
Yeah,
we go to
then
Mexico,
we can go to
deadass.
on vacation with Armando.
Let's go.
Where you trying to go?
Look, I know you're making money. You're a welder. I'm just flying.
I mean, I don't mind it, but at the same time, there are certain things that it depends on the situation. Because if you know that you like for example, in Mexico, you can spend your money real quick.
Yes,
He can definitely.
It's. I mean, I dropped
Well, when you-
$5,000 for when I was there for 2 months.
Well, when you're paying for like a whole like we have like two families that we primarily hang out over there. Like we went bowling and it's like cheap, right? Like bowling for 20 people, so that kind of adds up. And but that was like the first time they went bowling. They'd never gone.
Yeah.
They were like so excited about it.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. Or like, okay.
20 people?
Listen, I'm gonna say something. I don't want you to say nothing. Let me finish first. So, listen, Mixie. We went to the club and bottle service over there is so much cheaper. We got bottle service the whole night. We popped bottles and everything, and like me and my brother paid for it.
What's cheap though? Because I'm confused.
Like their bottle service is like $80.
You know how bottle service over here is like $500
Yeah.
for a table.
Yeah.
Over there, maybe $100.
like $80, $100.
And
you get-
the bottles here, even at Lotus, are like $100, 50, and
That's
it's
for
like
the
your
shitty
regular
tequila.
Crown.
That's for the
No,
shitty
but
shit.
we got like the
That's
premier.
like premium, like stuff over there. Like they came out with like the fireworks on the bottles, like and everything. We were like in a VIP lounge type of stuff.
Yeah.
So like that's what I was saying. Don't be like, oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. Goddamn.
But like
Yay.
so like being able to do stuff like that. Like I definitely pitched in on portion of those, but I wasn't him paying for everybody for everything. Is what I'm saying. So,
It's
that's how you stay Kim K.
It's
you know?
because they think like
Hey,
I,
Kanye.
I've explained to them multiple times, like we're not rich over here by compared to what they make. Or we're rich, but our bills add up.
Yeah.
Just like their bills add up over there, our
Yes.
bills add up over here as well. I'm like, they're like, how much do you pay for this? How much do you pay for that? I'm like, you don't want to know because it's not even anywhere near what you guys make. So I'm like, I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything like that, but it's the truth
Yeah.
in general because the conversion rate.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, one other thing, I guess when I was in Mexico, what I was considerate of is that we were visiting, like, families. So, like, whoever, like, they were coming on these trips, but, like, I was very conscious of what they could spend. So I wasn't going to be over here like, oh, let's do this and this and that. Like, I would just kind of play it by ear on what they were planning. And then they'd ask me, like, or Malin, like, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go see? I'd be like, oh, whatever you guys want. I'm here in Mexico. Shit, that's all
I'm
that
having a good
matters.
time, yeah.
I'm here in
right.
Mexico. Whatever you guys want to do, like, just drag me along, you know. And so, like, I would say, like, yes, I would like accommodate whatever, just depending on how financially.
I'd rather
secure
be
the
with people
are.
than
Yeah,
doing all that.
For
so.
real.
yeah. Do you guys have any like dream destinations? Any future like vacations? Like a place you'd really want to go see or visit?
So my dream destination was Mallorca, Spain, and I'm actually going there on the cruise.
Ooh.
Like I was literally, I've been wanting to go there since 2015.
Oh, your face
So,
lit up. That's
I'm
weird.
really excited. But besides that, I really want to go to like almost any island in Greece. Honestly,
Mhm.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
that'd be nice. One of my friends just went to Santorini. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. But they said
Gotta
don't
go
go there because it's like super touristy. There's like islands right next to it that
Yeah,
are
go
that are
if you
just
go
as
on
pretty.
TikTok.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you go
yeah,
on
yeah.
TikTok, it gives you like the options where you can go where there's not that many tourists.
And now I want to go to Brazil. So I never had the desire before.
For real.
What about you,
To me,
Marco?
like Japan for real.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
Japan sounds scary.
Japan is like the
really.
most.
That's the littest part of like Asia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, like
yeah.
my cousin married a Japanese woman, and
Like
he,
And it's
he
like
loves it
so
over
different
there.
It's like
about
so
food,
safe.
No,
Hey.
I'd be scared to
everything.
try food. That's what I'd be scared
Like,
too.
like, they eat
You need to
insects.
Go over there with
Huh?
your
Do
mind
they eat
open.
insects?
Oh, wait,
No,
what?
just because
They eat bugs and stuff like that over there.
Oh yeah.
We're just gonna be eating sushi the whole time
No
and
doubt.
noodles. No.
Yeah,
Noodles.
I'd be doing noodles all day, every day.
Easy.
But it's really safe, like Japan, like all those
And clean.
and very clean. Oh, they see you throwing a piece of gum over there,
You're gonna get arrested.
you'll probably get jumped.
You can't even spit, you can't even spit on the ground.
No, it's really proper, and people are like very
They're not loud.
respectful.
I mean, technically, it's illegal to spit here. It is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
It's a what?
but it's illegal to spit on the ground because it's supposed to be clean and everything like that.
Like a guy with like a cup, like
Another
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
you'd have to be aware that, like over there, they're used to not giving you so much personal space. People really crowd over there, and you take it. Here in the U.S., we're very like, oh my, bro, why are you right up on me? Like on the elevator, bro, why are you touching my shoulder? Over there is like, you're sitting on people because they're all trying to get on the train. They're all trying to. It's really crowded,
A
and
lot of
people do
people.
not take offense. They're used to it.
I just thought
So
about
that's
the-
another
The
thing.
Metrobus.
Yes.
But no, what was
Yes.
worse was when we went on the subway in New York. We went during like prime rush hour time. That
Yeah.
was crazy. It was so packed there.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, we
Now,
were.
I was kind of like afraid because I saw a couple videos about like the subway over there.
Oh yeah.
I saw like a video of the guy like taking shit in a bucket.
Listen, the ones we went on, they were pretty
Video.
clean, all right.
But, yeah, but the ones no, but it's crazy thing like the rats and stuff like it was like.
Yeah.
man,
I
what
didn't
I'm
see
gonna
a rat.
over
I was
there?
sad.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of disappointing.
I know.
What?
Mixie, what about you? Where do you want to go?
You didn't see Spider-Man, did you?
No, neither.
Aw.
We saw Times Square.
Oh gosh.
I have a video.
Mixie,
There
where
was
do
probably
you,
like 5 fucking
Right?
Spider-Mans in
Yeah.
Times Square. What about you, love? What's your dream destination?
I don't know. I guess I really never thought about it.
Let's say you got retired today. You had Kim K money. Where would you go? Because I know I know you're about to stay in Kansas.
Probably be Disney World with the kids.
Aw.
Disneyland or something like that.
Damn, I
with
thought
the
she'd
kids.
say Dubai.
No. I just,
You don't have any.
I'm
Or
a simple
different-
bitch.
But
Oh.
how about like different countries? Like one probably.
Yeah.
you know.
What about outside the
If
U.S.?
there's
Or
somewhere
different-
that you
or
would
different
like your
continent.
kids to know.
Mexico.
Oh.
I would want them to live. If I had all the money in the world, I have to work. I definitely go to Mexico for them to go to school there for sure.
Yeah. They
You think
got.
school there is better than here?
No,
So that's
Are you
the
sure?
thing.
I've heard it is.
no,
I
it's
heard it
not.
is too.
'Cause
It's not.
They be
No,
learning.
here's so much
They be
better.
learning calculus in
Not like
6th grade,
Brazil
and
too.
here you got to go to college for that.
The only
Sometimes.
thing it sucks though because like we have a cousin that moved over here and he was an engineer in Mexico, and then here his degree doesn't.
Yeah, it
transfer.
doesn't count, and that's almost every country. For the U.S., like your degree don't count here. You got to redo everything.
Yeah, I was like our degree counts in like so many other places.
Yes.
So if I don't know if you've seen the school over there in Mexico, they look like prisons.
Yes,
schools
in
are like
some
prison.
places though.
No, a
Yeah,
lot of
college
them. They
for
have
real.
to have barbed wire fence over because of people.
they
This
just
ain't,
leave.
this ain't no Rosa de Guadalupe or nothing like that. No,
Yeah.
in school.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh, here the high schools, like college, is like totally different than Brazil, like for
And,
sure.
and they
Really?
go to
So,
school all
like,
year
you said,
round
I
over
was
there.
like, what is
Dude,
that?
we saw, yeah, when we went.
Well, what's it like in Brazil?
It looks like a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Like it's like buildings, but it's like simple buildings. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
and here it's like very like
It looks like
Harry
freaking-
Potter looking
Yeah.
buildings.
Yeah, it's like Hogwarts.
Hogwarts. Marco.
Totally Hogwarts. They're like, what? They have like a huge staging. Like they have cities over there and not even have a staging.
All right, y'all. Well, did you do your dream vacation or?
No, I did not.
What was yours? Did you say
Yeah,
that?
you didn't.
No.
Okay.
Well,
I was like,
mine
missed
was Greece.
Period. Let's go together.
Yes, for real. That's like my like money vacation where I know
you
when
gotta
I'm
have
like
money to go over there.
financially, but like my next future like vacation that I really want to work on getting to is Argentina. And I feel and I want to make it happen within like this year.
I was like, aren't you
Or the
planning on
next-
possibly going
Yeah,
this year?
yeah,
So
like
you need to go.
I haven't been back to Argentina. I was born there, and like I think it's just time. I want to like visit my
A
roots
bunch of
and
widows
my
over there, by the way, right?
a lot of what?
Widows.
I mean, yeah,
Fair
yeah.
skin, fair
It's
skin.
it's a lot of it's a lot of European
White
descent.
skin, yeah.
But I mean, over there I'm considered morocha, 'cause I'm more like darker thanks to my dad.
What about you, Armando?
Damn. I really don't have a
He
per
done-
se.
Everywhere in Mexico, that's where he needs to go.
I mean, no, not really. I mean,
Bolitas.
I'm planning on once my girlfriend graduates from college, I'm planning on taking her to Italy.
So cute.
Ooh, Italy would be nice.
It's somewhere she's always wanted to go. And
Oh
everything
my
like that,
gosh.
So that's your favorite.
so.
Aw.
Yeah, it was a little wakala. That's what I didn't call
No,
it.
but if it was
So I
for
don't want to
me,
be rude.
honestly,
But
I'd
you
like to go
said
to
it, so-
Brazil. When I was a little kid, I was a Brazilian
Yeah.
fan and everything. Cause Ronaldinho, Ronaldo,
Yeah.
Rivaldo.
Oh my gosh, I was telling him, I was like, oh, Marco and I are planning on going to Brazil in the next couple of years, right? He goes, I'll come too. I go, psych, you're just not invited.
Yeah, I can go. Marco,
I mean,
let
I
me
would
stay.
love it if I had the money. Like if you have the money and you go to South America, like those countries are like touching. So, try to go to Brazil, try to go to Chile, something. Yeah, I don't think I'll have the money to be doing all that, but I do want to
Never
do.
say never.
I want to do like
Yeah,
the
never.
mountains.
We're about to win the lottery.
Yeah, hopefully. But all right, y'all. That was basically it. Thank you guys for joining us on our travel podcast today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Leave your comments or comment about anything about our travel destinations.
Make sure you turn on your post notifications and comment below that.
at Mendigas Podcast, TikTok, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere you can tune in. You'll catch us there. So thank you.
Okay,
Thank
love you.
Okay, bye.